Hello and welcome to this month's Walk and Talk in Nature. And you might be able to hear it's just beginning to rain, so we're going to carry on anyway. In recent months, we have looked at a number of subjects, and this one is not dissimilar, but it is distinctive. So the theme for this month is recovery. And recovery is different from rest. I think to recover, rest is essential, but it's not the same thing. We can rest and be rested and feel ready again, but actually when it comes to re-engaging, we're then finding ourselves up against having to push and try and all that effort and doing it anyway. And that's a sure sign that actually the rest on its own hasn't been enough to really recenter us, reground us, realign and be connected to a higher purpose, to a vision, and there's a period of recovery that's needed. And recovery is also different from healing. Healing is needed when recovery hasn't happened at some point and it's been buried. Whatever's been disturbed, whatever has been hurt has been buried and then officially ignored by creating structures and a way of going around things that avoid it, that leave it leave it still, leave it lying there without disturbing it. So here recovery is really important because it's still a live issue. We still have it in our system, in our awareness. It's still something we can consciously play with. And taking the time to really recover so that we allow ourselves, we re-enter the full range of possibility and that wonderful sense of being on purpose and energized and delighting in what we do. And when we don't have that feeling, it's very often because there's something that's happened that's disturbed us, disturbed our system, and we still need to spend that time in recovering, in the process of recovering. And using the structure of the 7 natural elements can really, really help provide a structure to look at what do I actually need to recover from whatever's happened. So very typically, when I'm thinking about the 7 elements, I will start with the central axis, with grounding, being a sense of safety and security, lifting, opening up to possibility and vision and intuition, and then coming to center and knowing who I am and what it is that I bring. And in this occasion, when we're in need of recovery, it's actually very difficult. We kind of get there, but we don't really. We kind of feels okay, but not entirely. And that's why in recovery, we're going to start with the horizontal axis. And here's a note, if you're interested in the geometry of the 7 elements, we could call it a sacred geometry, let me know. And I will put something up that explores the notion of geometry for the 7 elements. So here we're going to start with water. Water allows a sense of release and fluidity and lets us put whatever's been going on at a distance, kind of externalize it from ourselves. We've let it take up a lot of internal space. And here with water, we kind of breathe it out, move it out, so that we can create some distance between whatever's been happening and who we are ourselves. That distance can be created by being on holiday. It can be created by going in a different environment. It can be created by using a vision practice. Sometimes it can be created by talking with somebody. And beginning to see it as something separate from ourselves. And then we come on to fire. bizarrely enough. This is all out of a normal order of manifesting, of creating. But here we're not in the process of manifesting and creating, we're in a process of recovery. So here, fire, and we're going to reverse fire. The fire element here is about stopping doing something, stopping doing the actions that keep us tied into the tension and the needing to get it right, and worrying it. Literally, it feels like a Jack Russell worrying, being a terrier, not letting it go because you think there's something else that needs to be done and you can do it, and it needs to be done now. That stopping that behavior, whatever it is, whether it's checking your emails or sending emails or hassling somebody, or I find it yourself, whatever else it is that keeps you tied into the tension and the mindset, because you think that's part of getting it sorted, fixing the problem. So allow the water to come. Take the action to stop doing those things, and then turn to wood, to the forest. And I'm loving that I'm here, even walking past the fallen trees that have been cut to clear. They've been cut, you can see, you might be able to see all the stumps here, been cut to clear the path. And here, the wood element, the creativity, it's clearing the path for something new, creating a new habit. In your day, in your period of recovery, whatever that is. Be creative. Allow yourself to be creative. Try something new. Do something different. Because whatever you were doing is holding you into that tight and tension. And here, this is like, oh no, I can do this differently. I can approach this completely differently. Don't approach it yet. Just try exploring and creating and doing something new. And then the element of air. Interesting. So the water is still there, still allowing us to release. The fire, doing something different, not doing everything at full pace. The wood, allowing us to sense our creativity, our ability to create. And then air is just being in this, breathing in this present moment and being in a place of appreciation. There's nothing to sort. There's nothing to fix. Right here, right now. I'm going to see if I can turn so that you can see the stream that you can hear. There we go. I have everything here, everything I need. It's right here with me. And here then, I can allow myself to open up to others, to support, looking for the support I need to really recover fully from whatever has thrown us off keel, whatever has disturbed and disrupted our system. And I'm going to leave you with a question. One of the key aspects of all of this is recognizing when we are in a period of recovery. So here is my question. How do you know? What are the signs that indicate that actually you just need to go through a process, take the time and the space to be in recovery, to be your best self, and to bring all of who you are fully and joyfully in what you do. And see you later on in the week. Hoping to hear from you soon. Bye.